They told you insecurity was a personal flaw, that you just needed more motivation, more self-love, more morning affirmations. But what if that was a lie? What if your insecurity isn't a weakness, but a system? Something installed, repeated, reinforced, until you stopped questioning it and started obeying it. You weren't born afraid of being seen. You were taught to be. Because insecure people are easy to manage. They second guess. They hesitate. They apologize for existing. And in a world built on control, hesitation is currency. So here's the truth. Confidence isn't about feeling good. It's about acting with clarity, even when your heart's racing. Real power starts when you stop trying to fix yourself and start understanding who benefits from your doubt. You think Machiavelli was cruel, a villain, a manipulator. But he wasn't interested in cruelty. He was interested in clarity. What works, what doesn't, and why people break. To Machiavelli, strength wasn't about emotion. It was about perception. Appear strong, and people hesitate. Appear unsure, and they devour you. He saw insecurity for what it is. A weapon, one used by rulers to control. And by the ruled, against themselves. If fear can be leveraged, then so can your own. If you want to stop being used, you must learn to think like those who use. Detach, assess, control your image, or it will control you. Because the real enemy isn't being hated. It's being irrelevant, overlooked, dismissed. Machiavelli didn't say, be cruel. He said, be feared if you must. But above all, never be ignored. And if you want sovereignty over others, start by taking it over yourself. You've been sold a lie. That confidence means feeling good. That it's loud, smiling, assertive. That it fills a room. But real power is quiet, controlled, cold. Cold confidence isn't arrogance. It's not aggression. It's the absence of chaos. It's walking into a room and needing nothing from it. Not approval, not attention, not comfort. Machiavelli didn't trust feelings. He studied results. He knew that emotion clouds judgment. And when judgment fails, control slips. So the most dangerous kind of confidence isn't built on hype. It's built on detachment. You feel the emotion, but you don't flinch. You hear the insult, but you don't react. You speak less, but say more. Cold confidence is a weapon, and every weapon needs discipline. That means training yourself to pause before you speak, to observe before you act, to measure before you move. Because impulsive people can be predicted, and predictable people are easy to control. But cold confidence makes you unreadable, untouchable. You don't need to look fearless. You need to become immune to being provoked. And that begins with this. Stop performing. Start calculating. Every movement, every word, every silence, on purpose. Fear isn't your enemy. It's a signal, a map, a spotlight showing you where your power is buried. You've been taught to run from it, to cover it with fake confidence, to hide it behind ambition or silence. But Machiavelli saw fear differently. He didn't see it as weakness. He saw it as leverage. The key isn't to kill fear. The key is to understand it. Because fear reveals what matters most to you and what others can use against you. You fear failure? That's where your identity is tied. You fear rejection? That's where your need for control begins. If you suppress it, fear becomes your puppet master. But if you study it, if you interrogate it, you turn it into a weapon. Machiavelli didn't wait to be fearless. He used fear to anticipate threats, to manage perception, to dominate before he was dominated. You can do the same, but you must stop avoiding discomfort. Write your fears down, all of them. Then face the ugliest one and ask, what's the worst that happens if this is true? And then ask, what would I do anyway? Fear loses its grip when you name it, when you visualize it, when you prepare for it. Control doesn't come from denial. It comes from intimacy with the thing you fear most. That's how you turn panic into presence. That's how fear becomes fuel. Control isn't silence, it's precision. Machiavelli didn't teach suppression, he taught transformation. Emotion isn't the problem, it's your reaction to it. Powerful people don't feel less, they feel differently. They don't react, they redirect. Self-control begins with observation, noticing the rising tension, the tightening jaw, the subtle shift in posture. When others explode, you slow down. When the room panics, you scan for patterns. Because power doesn't belong to the loudest. It belongs to the calmest. Machiavellian strategy is cold because it waits. It watches. It adapts. When you hold back your response, when you delay gratification, withhold validation, pause before retaliation, you set the terms of the game. That's how you lay psychological traps. Let them project. Let them assume. Let them expose themselves while you remain unreadable. Unreadable means untouchable. You don't need to dominate with words. You dominate with presence. You dominate with timing. Control the tempo. Control the outcome. Agitation becomes your signal. The moment you feel it, you slow. You breathe. You turn the fire inward and forge something sharper. That's strategic self-control. And it doesn't just win battles, it prevents them. Most people don't want power. They want permission. Permission to feel good, to be liked, to be told they're enough. But if that's what you came here for, this path is not for you. Because power costs comfort. Control demands sacrifice. You can't hold the mirror and the mask at the same time. Machiavelli didn't chase peace. He pursued sovereignty. First over nations, but more importantly, over himself. You want that kind of confidence? Then let go of the need to be understood. Let go of being liked. Let go of applause. You don't need validation. You need vision. That is the cold cure. And it begins not with action, but observation. So here's your challenge. Watch yourself like Machiavelli would. Track every insecurity, every emotional spike, every time you crave reassurance. Then ask, what's the strategy? What's the leverage? Turn your inner weakness into information. Turn your fear into direction. Turn your silence into control. Because the moment you stop seeking comfort, you become dangerous. This is not the end of your insecurity. It's the beginning of your domination over it. So, are you ready to choose control over comfort? Or will you stay where it's warm and weak?